Hi, I'm Justin.
Sup, it's Dave here.
I'm Paul. Okay, so this week I came up with a question for you two idiots. So Justin, you're going to start.
Why me?
Because I hate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, apparently. Okay, so here's your hypothetical. Let's say a wizard comes to you and says, hey, so I totally got paid to curse you, but you get to decide a little bit on what the curse is. You're going to get turned into a monster. That's just, look, it's just going to happen. But you get a choice of one of the universal monsters. So you can be a Dracula, a Frankenstein, a mummy, or a creature from the Black Lagoon, or an invisible man. Which one do you pick and why?
I'll be the invisible man. At least people can't see me being a monster.
Yeah, but, you can't... Why would you... Okay, explain more about why. Because I think this is the worst solution. Legitimately.
Maybe. Well, maybe I want to be not seen.
So you literally want to just be like, nobody can see me. That's good.
Well, maybe I'd be good at stealth too.
Well, this is true. You could become a thief.
Yeah, I could. People will see floating bag of chips out of the convenience store and no one would question it.
I can just see it too. Guy pulls his glasses up. The fuck? Floating chips? Oh shit.
See, I mean, it has its uses. I mean...
Well, okay, but it... I mean, fine, I guess.
And I suppose there's also that bit where you don't exactly need to be too concerned with societies if no one really notices you. You can just walk around completely invisible.
Yeah, but okay.
Nobody notices you.
You would also have to see yourself in the mirror, right? Like, that's part of the gimmick. So, are you just going to walk around naked all the time? Because if you're putting pants on, they're going to see the pants just walking down the street.
Yeah, I'd probably be naked.
Well, that's disconcerting for the rest of us.
You both likely
no one would know.
You most likely have to stay inside throughout all the winter and colder months. But
that is true. You are a prisoner in your house unless it is nice out. Because otherwise you are going to freeze your balls off. Quite literally, possibly.
Well, then I'd stay home for the most part.
It's either that or you'd have to bundle up a lot and wear one of those mask toques so that you can supposedly be noticed.
Yeah, but there wouldn't be any eyes and people would be like, the fuck?
Have sunglasses. And say
in the middle of winter.
You need to protect from the snow blindness that some people supposedly say.
Yeah, I'll just cover my entire face with, like, bandages with some glasses or something.
Yeah, because that's not suspicious at all.
Yeah, nope, not suspicious in the sense. I'm just trying to keep warm, you know?
With bandages. Okay, well, you lose. You suck. That is...
Hey,
I didn't know there was a wrong
Actually,
answer.
You know what? Considering your explanation, I don't hate it. David, what about you?
Well... It's an interesting sort of question, because first of all, werewolves weren't included. I mean, seriously, what the heck?
Okay, you can add werewolves.
But sticking to particular things, Invisible Man definitely has a decent case. But if I'm remembering right, it's Frankenstein, Mummy,
Dracula.
Well, Dracula's just out the window, because no matter what, you'd only be able to go out during the night, and during the day, you'd essentially kill yourself.
Well, Dracula is quite clearly, I think, the worst option.
That's why I didn't pick
as it sort of sits. Mummy, I don't know if I could stand being in all those bandages. Just, like, some bandages are fine, but bandages all over, that's a little ridiculous.
Well, and plus, if you get anywhere near fire, you are doomed.
Yeah, I suppose that would be true.
It's another bad option.
Like, you can't be a smoker.
Frankenstein, as it sits, seems to be a decent enough option, but I think it might be a case of how Frankenstein is kind of portrayed in recent media that kind of assists with that.
Yeah, but you got the bolts in your neck and you got all the scars. People are gonna notice that shit.
Well, I suppose, but you have an interesting thing to tell some people. And whether or not they sort of agree with any of the crazy, horrible things that happen to create you, that's their problem for feeling that.
No, you are a reanimated You're not even a single corpse. You're multiple corpses stitched together. I don't think there's any way that you can spin that as a good thing.
I definitely know of worse. But then, of course, Invisible Man definitely seems good. I don't know how much of a case it would be for a creature from the Black Lagoon. Because on the one hand, would you have to go back into the water at some particular point?
See, my answer is totally creature from the Black Lagoon. You know why? You hang out in the lagoon, you swim around, you eat some fish. Nobody bugs you. Nobody gives a shit about the creature from the Black Lagoon. You have nice little naps in the water, nobody bugs you. It's great. The best option. I mean, other than werewolf. I mean, werewolf's not too bad, because that's like once a month.
Yeah, werewolf.
I mean, you might eat a fucker or two, but...
Nah.
That's just the cost of doing business.
And in some cases, werewolves can be awesome.
Name 3 cases where werewolves are awesome.
The exact names I can't specifically remember, but the one werewolf that comes from the Deathstalker animated series. Then there's Saberwolf from the... what was that? Killer Instinct. Of course, he's not exactly a good person, but he makes one heck of a good werewolf. And then there's...
Who's that one character from Twilight?
If you're gonna bring up Twilight, this is gonna turn into me just screaming.
Dude, the only time Twilight should be mentioned is that one particular scene from the first movie that's absolutely flipping hilarious.
I don't remember the movie in the slightest.
I only remember that one scene. It was absolutely hilarious, and every time I see it, I laugh my ass off.
Yeah, the Halo scene, I know. No, we're not going to talk about Twilight.
Right.
That'll
off
take
the
an
subject
hour.
right away.
Completely
and
different
then
subject.
Bigby. Like, I can't remember his full name, but Bigby from the Fable series.
Okay, yeah, I'll agree with that one. The other two sound like anime bullshit to me. So.
Nah.
We know my feelings on anime.
The first one, kind of makes sense, because he's a werewolf that knows Kung Fu.
Oh, of course he is. What? Sure, what? Does he also have blonde, spiky hair? I mean, fuck.
No, he's a literal werewolf. He is a Britishman.
A Britishman.
A Britishman.
What is he about?
Why is that funny?
I'm not really sure.
It just is for some reason. Okay, well...
Makes everything better.
Yeah, just saying Britishman apparently is funny.
I think the only other thing is that he's an awesome dad. He has 2 human adopted kids.
Oh, wait. Was that from Wolf Children, or what?
Oh, no, it's, Deathstalkers.
Oh,
again,
that one.
I can't remember all the specifics of it. I just remember while surfing the internet, someone went through a top 10 werewolves of video games, and he was on the list.
Wait. I have questions. Okay.
Duly noted.
You got a werewolf.
Yes.
Who's adopted 2 human children.
Yes.
Does anybody else see the problem with that?
A little bit. There's a whole lot of people that really hates him, but he's kind of like, you know what? I'm going to do my own shit. I'm not going to kill much of anybody, and if you guys have a problem with it, congratulations. You guys have the problem. I'm just going to live my life and do what I need to do.
Yeah, but when he goes full on werewolf, I mean...
Amazingly...
I'm going to eat you.
He doesn't really eat much of anybody. The Kung Fu training apparently helps with that.
Oh, well, that's good. Apparently Kung Fu can cure, mythical bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Why do I hate it every time you bring something like that up?
What can I say? I find weird things on the internets.
Anime bullshit. Alright, anything else, Justin? You have any more ideas?
About what?
Are you fucking with me right now?
Yeah.
Ideas about werewolves?
Or any of these creatures just in general?
Not really.
I think the only other thing is sort of diving into more lore and fairy tale sort of type creatures. Again, not horrible or terrible, but I've heard of other types of creatures that are decent enough and could be made into a couple of decent horror movies.
Like what? Name a few.
I think it's known as a reverend, or some sort of creature like that. But essentially it's a person that was killed by someone, but doesn't really die, comes back as a partial skeleton person, and the only way you can supposedly tell is one of their eyes glows blue.
Okay, what the fuck?
Why does their eye glow blue?
I think it's sort of a sign of they have revenge for the particular person. It supposedly only glows when they see the person that killed them.
Is this the same sort of concept that was like in Undertale?
Yeah, it was essentially what that thing was based off of.
Okay.
Oh.
And don't ask what Undertale is.
It's a whole different conversation entirely.
Yeah.
And one person still needs to play through it.
I don't know what it is. And
Did you play through it yet, David?
No, he didn't play through it. I played through bits of it, and I know other bits of it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is, and I don't want to know what it
okay.
is. Don't.
It's an RPG, but you don't have to fight anything.
Unless you want to.
Or you can kill them if you want to.
Okay, so I could just be a dick and run around and kill everybody? Because
If you
that's
want.
Yeah,
kind
and
of awesome.
And it kind
If
of
you want
changes what happens throughout the game.
Because, let's just say, you're not the only one who gets to have decisions within the game.
Something like that. But anyway, we're not talking about Undertale.
No.
We'll save that for another time.
No, I'm worried I'm going to hate it.
You'll be fine,
You might hate
Paul.
it.
You can decide on whether or not you want to go through the torture.
You can decide whether anime is real or not, too.
Anime is fake bullshit, and everybody knows it. Pro wrestling is real, anime is fake. Fuck
That's
you.
right, Paul.
Don't fucking pet me, I'm not a dog. The fuck is that laugh?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, that's, I think, about it for this week. We should totally do Twilight sometime. That'll be fun. And not torture us at all.